Turning now to a look over the nation's capital on this Thursday morning. In the wake of the BC mass shooting, Prime Minister Carney has cancelled his plans to travel to Halifax and Munich, Germany. All this as there has been some developments on tariffs that President Trump has imposed on Canada. I want to bring in CTV's Jeremie Charron live for us from Ottawa with more on that. Good morning to you, Jeremie. The U.S. House of Representatives took a vote last night to end some of the tariffs against Canada. We should also mention Republicans, many of them on side with Democrats for this vote. Tell us more.
Yeah, Marcia, look, this is a significant vote in its symbolism. Unfortunately, that is all the impact it can have in terms of symbolism and potentially, you know, the sway it could have in the future. But what we saw here is in the House of Representatives, 6 Republicans vote with Democrats to roll back these tariffs that are imposed on Canada. Specifically here, we're talking about the IEEPA tariffs. That stands for the International Economic Emergency Powers Act. For the purpose of Canada, we can call them fentanyl tariffs. These were the tariffs imposed by U.S. President Donald Trump, justified by what he calls a fentanyl crisis at the Canada-U.S. border. These are 35% tariffs on non-CUSMA compliant goods, 10% tariffs on energy resources. And what we've seen here is the House of Representatives vote to roll back these tariffs. That being said, despite the fact this bill passed through the House of Representatives with, again, the support of 6 Republicans who joined the Democrats in voting for this, this vote did not get 2/3 support, meet a 2/3 support threshold, which means it will not be veto-proof. And it means that this bill has to pass through the Senate now, before then it would go to the president's office, where he would have to sign off on it, or more likely in this scenario, use his veto power to scrap this bill. But there is, a sign here that this signals some Republicans are siding with Democrats and are publicly choosing to denounce in some way the tariff policies that U.S. President Donald Trump has moved forward with. The other thing that's important to note here, Marcia, is that these are the same tariffs that are in front of the Supreme Court right now, the U.S. Supreme Court. We have yet to hear a ruling from the Supreme Court, but they are ruling as we speak on, determining a ruling as we speak on whether or not these tariffs are even legal. So it adds to the mounting pressure the president is facing when it comes to the imposition of these tariffs.
Yeah, and those Republicans seeing that those tariffs are hurting their states. Jeremie, thank you for that.